We are going to talk about the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. Very much so one of the things that we've been waiting for quite some time now. So,
Yep,
what did you think of it, Nick?
Well, first glance, I thought it was great. Obviously, there's a debate between, Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire. But at this point in time, Tom Holland is Spider-Man, and I think he plays him very well. And the trailer was just, it came off so good to me. There's so much to talk about in it, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, whenever I first started watching it, coming in with Doctor Strange and stuff, I was like, all right, this is interesting. This is definitely something I'm wanting to go watch. Of course, Spider-Man, so really wanted to. And then just as it got towards gradually moving on to the very end, I was just super excited. I couldn't believe what they were bringing in with it all.
Yeah. One of the big points I wanted to hint out was, a lot of people are talking about kind of Tom Holland when he makes a turn in that dark room and what's coming at him. Is it Venom? Is it the Lizard? Who is it? Who is it?
Yep, I don't know. I've been waiting. I enjoy the Lizard a lot. As much as I loved Venom in the comics, I have not seen a movie that I have enjoyed with Venom in it, like actually truly been like, oh, this is as great as Spider-Man or as great as Doc Ock or, Green Goblin. So,
Yeah,
I know a lot of people like the Tom Hardy one.
Tom Hardy one was pretty good, and I remember we watched it on our birthday. Remember?
I remember that.
It was good, and the way they left it open for Carnage was kind of cool. But at this point in time, like you said, we have Green Goblin, Doc Ock. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that all goes into Spider-Man 3 when they kind of brought in the dark suit and stuff. It was kind of cheesy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've watched that one a lot. I mean, I watch every comic book movie a lot over and over. So it's still something. It's nothing that I can't. I still pick it up and watch it. Unlike the Fantastic Four remake, that one was not really that good. But,
no, they say they're going to make another one that's supposed to be more profitable, but we'll see about that.
Yeah, well, it's back to Marvel. I believe Marvel owns the rights to it again, so we'll see on that one.
Yep, and that's what they said. But not dissing, Fantastic Four, because when they brought Silver Surfer in,
it was awesome seeing Silver Surfer. I know that movie crashed hard, but I blame the fact that Galactus was a giant cloud instead of being Galactus.
So. Yeah, absolutely. Well, anyways, let's get back to the trailer, and I'm going to hit you with a question here. They kind of hinted at the Green Goblin. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I was super excited seeing that bomb come in and everything. I was like, no way. Are they bringing in William Dafoe's Green Goblin? I mean, I'm not for sure. Of course, I look in DB. It says William Dafoe and Alfred Molina will be in it, but man, I couldn't wait.
So they actually, it does say William Dafoe is going to be in this?
It does say that.
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
There's a lot of movies I watch just because it's got William Dafoe in it, It's like Liam Neeson. You're going to watch it no matter what.
Great actor, fantastic. So,
what do you think of him bringing in Alfred Molina as Doc Ock, though?
Well, it's kind of like you and I talked about earlier. They talk about, Iron Man being, the backbone of Marvel, and he's just great.
The most perfect cast character.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr., perfect. He played that part absolutely amazing. But on the other hand, kind of like we talked about, one of the greatest villains who was casted perfectly was Alfred Molina with Doc Ock. And it was just, he played that movie. Spider-Man 2 is one of those movies I can go back and watch over and over and over.
all day long, all night long, for the whole week. Just you will always love it and enjoy it. That every little quote they say, just like the power of the sun in the palm of my hand. The train
Absolutely.
fight
And
scenes.
it's perfect. And one of the best things is we talked about Spider-Man 2 being made in 2004. That means he played that
Yeah, and
part.
that
He either played that part so well that 17 years later they brought him back to do another one, or like we talked about, they're just trying to bring in that Tobey Maguire multiverse and stuff like that.
yeah. I think it's both because you can't dodge on that.
Well,
He was a very key and crucial point in that movie.
yeah, and it says something about a character and somebody like Alfred Molina and William Dafoe that they're willing to bring him back because in our growing up times and our youth, William Dafoe and Alfred Molina, it was Green Goblin and Doc
Yep.
Ock.
You didn't really care about Tobey Maguire so much with them two on the screen.
Absolutely, and it just they played it so perfect, and I don't really know what else to say about them. They played it perfect.
They did. I can't wait for it. Just the way he came in too, saying "Hello, Peter." And it was spot on.
And then when they, the bomb came on screen and you heard the Green Goblin's laugh, it just makes you think of William Dafoe.
Some people are debating that's Mephisto, which bringing that back around. What did you think of Benedict Cumberbatch's acting as Doctor Strange?
It's kind of now we are in the aftermath of Tony Stark, and after Doctor Strange went through so many scenarios, and the one ends with Stark dying. Cumberbatch, he played a big part in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he looks a little off. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that's his acting or the way he's portraying the character.
Yeah, that's a lot of debates on the internet that I've seen so far, saying that it's actually Mephisto in disguise helping out Peter Parker. And
wow.
yeah.
Seriously, okay. Wow, you said you had some news for me, but I didn't think it'd be that.
Yeah, they think that Doctor Strange isn't actually in it. It's Mephisto acting as, Doctor Strange. So
wow. Okay. That would be that's a whole nother movie.
it's gonna change it a lot if it's happening that way. But you know how they are right now. Anytime you see anything Marvel, it's instantly Mephisto's fault. Like whenever Winter Soldier happened with the Falcon, Mephisto. Whenever what was it, WandaVision happened, Mephisto. And it's like Mephisto hasn't been in any of these. What makes you think they're going to be right now? Come on.
It could be all of them. You never know.
It could be, but what else was there that I was thinking about with that one? They also brought up that with it being snowy in the sanctuary, that it could be another one of his villains, because one of his villains like to keep it extremely cold. But I don't know. We definitely need to wait and see the movie before we say anything more on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And the first two movies, Homecoming and Far From Home, were absolutely, they just killed it out the bag. You know what I mean? It was great. It was amazing. A question I do have for you is, now that we are entering the multiverse, how do you feel about bringing back Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield?
I don't feel like it could hurt it. I mean, so far everything Marvel's done, it's been gold, and I think that if they can start to hit on that nostalgic feeling, I do not think Tobey Maguire could hurt it. Andrew Garfield, I thoroughly enjoyed, but some people hated. It could hurt it for them, but I think that for as long as they don't have them taking the main seat, it's just kind of a little thing back in their back, give them their nod and have them play their few parts where they fit. And I think it would definitely play out to their advantage, especially since they're bringing the villains with them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like Tobey Maguire was super nerdy and Andrew Garfield was kind of a pretty boy Spider-Man. And Tom Holland, they kind of found that little mix of both, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you there.
It's super cool to see because, like, we talked about, we came from Tobey Maguire, so to see all of this happen in the timeline, it's super cool for us because we've been there pretty much since the beginning of this,
Yeah, I think it's exciting. I can't wait for it. Oh yeah, there's one more thing. I forgot to bring it up with you before. I wanted to talk about the comic books that it kind of seems like they're going off of since we also want to bring in the comics.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever read it. I believe I own it. It was during the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man series.
Absolutely.
Towards the ending of it.
I have your copies of that.
You got copies of my Superior Spider-Man.
Oh, yep, absolutely.
Where Doc Ock takes over Spider-Man's body.
Yep, okay.
So one was whenever he was in the red and gold suit, and he, it was shortly after the Civil War where he put his identity out to everybody, and he was married to Mary Jane. Aunt May had just passed away, and so he went to Doctor Strange to try and get everybody to forget that he was Spider-Man and to mostly bring back Aunt May was what his goal was, I believe.
Okay.
But the little story arc was called The Last Day, and it was because him and MJ had one last day of being married and remembering each other. And whenever it all happened, she would forget he was Spider-Man. In their marriage, it just wouldn't exist anymore. It was very sad in my eyes on that one. Just in case anybody was wondering, it's kind of, I think it's loosely based off The Last Day in the comic books.
Yeah, so if anybody's out there and kind of wants to know a backstory and where it comes from, look up, The Last Day and kind of see where it originated from, is what you're saying.
Yeah. We'll try and cover it if we can. I gotta find the comic book first.
Absolutely. I honestly, like I said, Cole, I might have that comic.
You might. I mean, I do know you took a mixture of other comic books. I know for sure you took my Superior Spider-Man.
I remember going through everything, and you had a lot to go through, but I definitely took a majority of Spider-Man.
Yep. You took Spider-Man and Robin. So
yeah, Robin was good too. And
I've only read some of them, so you're actually reading comics I haven't read yet. But, yep.
Yeah, that's another story.
Oh, it is. We're definitely going to have one. I can't wait. I want to talk more on Spider-Man. Honestly, I want to do some more videos on that. But
I know we can do a whole range. We can do the games, the Tobey Maguire movies, Andrew Garfield. We can do a lot with Spider-Man, and there's going to be more to come. But I think, comment, like, and subscribe.
Yep. Let us know what you thought of the Spider-Man trailer and whether you think Doctor Strange is Mephisto or not.
Ooh, I like how you did that, Mephisto. So, yeah, absolutely. We are we're working on a Twitter account and stuff like that. So it's called Bloodline Comics. Look us up. We're just going to see how it works out. So.
Yep, can't wait to get on it. So I guess we're checking out for now. Like, comment, subscribe. See you on another week.
Yep, see you guys.